Hey everybody, so here's what you need to know, and here's a reminder. So Rosemont Seneca is Hunter Biden, Devin Archer, Christopher Hines, and some other dude I'm gonna have to do some research on. See, they got in bed with the Bank of China and formed Bohai Harvest, and the Bank of China invested $1 billion into Bohai Harvest, which is the Bank of China, Rosemont Seneca. So besides hennages that they purchased with the Committee of Foreign Affairs or whoever, which also some of John Kerry's State Department representatives sat on that committee and approved it as well, just so you know. So we got Biden, we got Hunter, John Kerry, we got Christopher Hines, all in bed with China, and nobody's talking about John Kerry. Come on, people. I mean, I went over this before. I've known all this for forever. Before Chuck Grassley got it and Ron Johnson, and yeah, that caused me to get permanently suspended from Twitter, which Elon still has not unlocked my account, which I'm kind of pissed about, but whatever. So 1 billion, Bohai Harvest, China invested in that company. They're 51% owner, and Rosemont Seneca's 49% owner. What else have they invested in? Has anybody looked? Has anybody looked to see what else they've invested in? I mean, I just am beside myself right now because it's all just coming back, and it's stuff that I've always known, and I've tried to share it with everyone, especially in our group that we have. But wow. So when they got in bed with China, oh, you're going to love this. They joined forces with, the acronym is the Aviation Industrial Corporation of China, who also stole our technology for the F-35 and made their own. And they've also stolen our drone information. Again, to me, that's treason. Because our current president's family, his son, got in bed with China, who stole our military secrets, our State Department, it's CFUIS or whoever, Obama's people, along with John Kerry as State Department, approved it. Approved the deal to buy hennages, which does military technology information. I mean, wow. So, I mean, you guys, this is important. I mean, today something unlocked when I was listening to a clip that Glenn Beck did in regards to Ukraine. And this is kind of bringing it all back for me. To find out that Kolomoisky, who owns Burisma, was Zelensky's largest backer. Yeah, you heard me correctly. And us, in connection with the IMF, sent 8 to 10 billion to Ukraine, of which 8 billion came up missing. And the bank that received it was Piedmont, which was Kolomoisky's bank. Why has no one questioned this? Why is this now coming out? I mean, I've been saying it forever. Not forever. I'm being, I'm exaggerating there. But it's just one of those that we've known this. I mean, I've known this since 2017, 2018. It was reported back in 2014 and 15, and people just turned a blind eye to it, and I don't know why. But what else has China bought under the guise that it's Bohai Harvest? And it's okay because Biden, Devin Archer, Christopher Hines own that company, and they make it look like it's Americans that own it, when in fact 51% of that company was owned by China. So what have they bought? What else has China bought that we don't know of? I don't understand why people are just turning a deaf ear to this. This is important. They have targeted us that believe in America first. It has nothing to do with Trump. They want to say that. He's just in the way. They're coming after us. I've been saying this, again, since 2017. They've weaponized the agencies against us. They're coming after anyone that wants us to have our freedoms. They want to control us. Well, you're not controlling me. If you let them control you, that's on you. That's none of my business. But they're not controlling me. And I want some answers. I want to know. I also want to know. Bidens are not that smart. So who is coaching them? Who coached them to make these deals? To set up all these LLCs and go and, form businesses in China with the Chinese. The Bank of China is China. I can't. I'm losing my mind here because I've been saying it for a long time. So what else have they bought? And now I had Hunter's bank statements from court documents, which led to my permanent suspension on Twitter, even though it was court records showing the money from Ukraine. I think there are a few in there from Russia, but it wasn't like Ukraine. Ukraine is just frankly corrupt. And it's not like Putin didn't say in 2014 he's coming for it. We've known this because Obama's State Department decided to meddle. Yeah, they meddled in Ukraine's elections. So it's not like we didn't know. What Trump allowed to happen was the war just started 4 years later. Putin's always said he was going to come back and take them. And I'm also kind of pissed that I can't get any real Russian news or Putin speeches. Because, believe it or not, I don't care what anybody says. I've done a lot of research on Putin. And what he's saying, he means. Why we want to poke the bear? Through all these years of research, and finding out that America, our government, is the biggest maker of propaganda in the world. Yes, we are. It's we need to pay attention. You need to trust but verify. If you're not sure, if it sounds unusual, or you're like, what? Go look for yourself. I spent 4 months in the Secretary of State website and found loads of information in the FOIAs, in emails, believe it or not. I just have a weird knack of putting in words, and one word will lead to another word, and information just pops up. The information's out there. And again, as an American, we have our God-given rights. No one controls us. And that's what they're trying to do. They are. And so pay attention. They're distracting over here, so you don't pay attention here. I'm paying attention. In fact, paying attention so much that I'm a Gen Xer. And if we went to any kind of war on our soil, I would sign up. They probably wouldn't take me because of my age, but I'm willing to die for my country because that's how I was raised. America, love your country. We were founded on Christian principles. They're trying to get away from that. Or the biblical principles, or however you want to say it, which there's nothing wrong with them. They're morally correct. Don't lie, don't steal, don't cheat, don't kill. But some of these idiots, they don't believe that. They believe that the Earth's going to explode because of climate change. And if they really dug in, the climate's been changing since the dawn of time. It's always changing. If you want to improve climate, plant some trees. That's essentially what it is. Plant trees. Plant plants. Put some oxygen out into the world. But right now, we're in a precarious situation because you got China and Russia that met, and If you didn't see that and the information on that, you need to go find it. Because now Russia has agreed to accept the Chinese currency, not American. That's a problem as well. If you've not seen the Putin interviews on Showtime done by Oliver Stone, highly recommend them. Highly recommend you watch it a couple times and do it in subtitles. There's already subtitles because I don't speak Russian. And then Oliver Stone also did Ukraine on Fire, which again, I highly recommend that one as well. But really, we need to be out of Ukraine. We just do. Why we keep sending money? We're funding their pensions, but we're losing our 401ks. Our stock market's kind of crashing as well. Interest rates are at 7.5%, which it greatly affected me because, yeah, I got laid off. So I took a little side hustle. It's not a hustle. I actually work my ass off, which, spending on that for a moment, why does it seem like only the Gen Xers actually work? I work with some young kids, and getting some of them to actually do their job is like pulling teeth. The average amount of physical walking I do on an average shift that I do on this part-time job is about 5 miles each shift. And it's 6 to 7 hours. But I'm working with these younger generation kids, and I'm trying to lead by example. But wow, they don't understand the importance of finishing a project. Finish what you start. If you get something out, you put it away. And it's really hurting my head. I mean, I'm hoping to maybe scare a few of them off. Like the one that said, oh, I speak 6 languages, and people think I'm the CIA, and my response was, yo, you wouldn't be at where we are today working, and I would have sniffed your ass out already. Stop that shit. In any case, I scrolled. Sorry. The point of this video is the Bidens are in bed with Ukraine. We've sent $112 billion over to Ukraine. Zelensky got into power by the owner of Burisma. And again, who sat on the board of Burisma? Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden went over, flew on Air Force One or two with his dad to China. Approximately 10 days later after that, this was also when Biden was vice president, he signed a large $1 billion deal with the Bank of China. Basically, the Chinese government, because China controls everything. $1 billion in an investment fund. They've already bought one of the companies. That's kind of a big deal. It's been documented that China stole our F-35 stealth information and made their own fighter jets like it. They've stolen our drone information. They've stolen a lot. And it's quite convenient that Hunter all of a sudden now has enough money to sue the guy that turned over the laptop. Just confirming what we already knew. I mean, frankly, I didn't know what to believe on the laptop at the time because I had all the other information. The court documents, because Devin Archer was prosecuted, and his conviction, well, I can't even talk, his conviction was overturned by the Obama DOJ. So, I mean, again, they're coming after us as an American. You're not getting me. They're corrupt. And I still want to know who taught the Bidens how to do it. Because based on what we're seeing, the Bidens aren't smart enough to figure out this scheme. We know Hunter wasn't smart enough to do it because he was a drug addict at the time. And for them to say Biden didn't financially benefit from it, Hunter was paying his bills. Hunter was doing renovations on his house. I say he financially benefited. Wouldn't you? I needed to vent this out. I needed to get the information out. It's important that you know that Ukraine it's a scam. It is a total scam. It's a scam. we're funneling money over there so they can funnel money back over here to the politicians and consultants, just like they did with Planned Parenthood. We'd give Planned Parenthood federal funds, and Planned Parenthood would donate to the Democrat Party. So really, trust but verify. Zelensky's a bad apple. Oh, and it sounds like to me we picked him too, just like we picked the other set of their government when it totally pissed off Putin. And if any of you guys have a link where I can see some Russian news of Putin speeches, please list it in the comments below. I'm going to try to do more videos. I can't promise them because my schedule's really crazy. Sometimes I have to be at work at 6:45 in the morning, and sometimes I'm at work until 10:30 at night. It's any given moment. I never know. Because I also get called when people call in sick. I don't mind. I'll take the money. Could someone also explain to me why it appears that us Gen Xers are the ones that are actually workers and nobody else wants to work? I mean, it's exhausting. And I'm trying to lead by example. And if you look at some of my shorts, I did chronicle my first few days. Maybe it was 7 or 8 days. And then me dealing with these junior high kids, which I took a week off and I thought was quite cute. When I came back in, had some of the boys come around the corner and were so excited to see me. So maybe I am doing some good. I hope I'm doing some good. Sorry, my eyes are really bothering me. That's a long story in itself. In any case, I want you all to have a great day. I'd like to know your thoughts. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Trying to build up my followers, trying to get more information out. I am going to pull more of my Ukraine content that I've had forever, it seems like. Again, even before Chuck Grassley and Ron Johnson. And if anybody has a link to Elon that can get my Twitter unlocked, that'd be great too. But until next time, I'll try to put some shorts out with more information that I have. And as I always say, don't talk to ugly strangers. Until next time, see you then.